Hey Aquarius, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of December. We're going to take a look at your past, present, and future and kind of see if we're aligned with what that future looks like, if there's something that we want to change, because we are the writers of our own destiny. I believe that wholeheartedly. Just remember, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Just reading off the energy of the collective, and if you're not a part of that, good. Maybe you are on a different wavelength. Maybe you're on a higher platform right now than the rest of us, but this is just a way to guide you and see if you can do better for yourself, because you deserve the best at the end of the day, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the vibe of the month, your energy, maybe what you're going through currently. And it kind of sets the tone for what this reading is going to be. But let's go ahead to see what that is. The Warrior, perfectionism, burnout. The Warrior. You guys have gone through a lot in the past few months, I want to say, and I feel like I kind of remember there's some signs that I follow the journey of, because I just feel like they go through a lot, and I think you're one of the signs, if I'm not mistaken. And I feel like there's that warrior fighting through something very difficult. There's a lot of changes that are taking place in your life. I think it's multiple, not just one. I feel like you're trying to get settled in your life still, and it's been a journey. And life's not going to be perfect. I feel like you want to get there, but you're not quite there yet. And it's all about baby steps. I think that's super important to take note of. But you're exhausted. There's exhaustion around just fighting through all of this. And I want you to feel seen. I think that's super important, because your guides kind of see this. They're the ones that are giving these messages. They have your back, and they just want you to know that it's a journey, and you'll get there. And I think there's a lot of changes. I feel heartbreak. I feel sadness. I feel defeat. But I don't know. I mean, this is the kind of end of the cycle with all the retrogrades kind of happening. We're closing some doors here, and we're going to be entering a new beautiful 2026. I'm manifesting that for all of us. But let's go ahead. We're going to pull some cards here. The past, present, and future. Okay. Okay, so the past here is showing me Six of Wands, which is beautiful. The Emperor energy in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So there's definitely some kind of loss. I don't know if it feels like a relationship. Maybe you had to break up, or maybe it's not. It's an end to something. Because again, a lot of you guys might not be in a relationship. Some of you guys, might not be coming for this reading. So take the theme of what I'm saying and place it in a way that makes the most sense in your life. But for a lot of you guys, I don't know, I'm getting a vibe of there was a breakup, a relationship that ended, and you became victorious out of that. That's where the Six of Wands comes from for me. I feel like you are the one that kind of ended things. You became a different person. You walked away. Maybe you moved out of their house. Maybe you're finding a new place to live. There's just a huge breakup, and for a reason, because the Emperor energy in reverses here feels like their energy. They're just very toxic masculinity. Doesn't have to be a male or female, but it just feels toxic, like they're manipulating, maybe even narcissistic, not necessarily, but it just feels like they're just holding, they feel like they have an upper hand, and very stubborn. I just feel like their energy is very not kind, very bullish, very kind of nasty. It's just very not nice to be around. It's very negative. They're very negative all the time. Their energy is very low, and you're such a I feel like your energy is happier and loose and going with the flow, and it's just the very clashing. And so you walked away from that, and for me it feels like this has been a very long relationship. So this could be a work thing. You could be breaking up with your job, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but it feels like this has been something that you've been experiencing or been around for a very, very long time, because Ten of Pentacles in reverse is here. So it's you were pretty much settled into this, and it just got flipped upside down. And now it's you don't know where anything is. You don't know what right from left is. Everything is up in the air. You thought that you were settled in a situation. Now you're not anymore. So that's your past. That is what your past looks like. It's very a big upheaval, very just messiness. And you're trying to make heads and tails right now and trying to make things make sense because of the past. So let's look at the present, because I'm talking about the present as if that's, we don't have cards in front of us, right? So we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Justice card, And we have the Hermit. So I feel like right now things are kind of in a way feeling a lot better. And it's not perfect. I feel like you're definitely taking your space right now. I feel like I don't know if your people are like not judging you, but I feel like people are concerned, so they continuously reach out, and you're kind of like taking your space from that as well, because it's like none of anyone's business, though you do appreciate the kindness, but you also feel like in the back of your mind that they're like just wanting gossip. I think that there's also something like that. So you are really taking your space. Sorry, I keep getting like my hair caught. This is the worst jacket I could have picked. You are yeah. You are taking your space from that because you don't want people to kind of put in their 2 cents and kind of like gossip. So you have been keeping away from people. I think you've allowed karma to kind of take control over your situation. Like you're not doing anything to make this person's life difficult. You're kind of just like let everyone find out who this person truly is. Like you're just letting it go. Like you don't care anymore. Um there's also like things that have there's a balance right now in your life. Things that have been wrong are right now. And that's giving you and I feel like maybe you question this because I feel like you want to be validated, but that this right now here is validating. Like if you feel like a sense of relief from this situation, because I feel like you bounce back whether I did something right or wrong. Like I think we all are human and we always make decisions and then question if we did the right thing. You did the right thing. What is right feel what has been wrong is now righted, made right. I don't. Okay. Um so like there's a sense of like confusion within that. Just know that you are completely valid in how you felt, and everything happens for a reason. That's what I have on the wall, and I believe that wholeheartedly. You gone through what you went through, you made the right decision for yourself, and you are like literally at this point just solid grounded, even though it doesn't feel like it. I feel like you have the right solid footing. You're moving in the way that makes sense to you. Everything is where it needs to be. There, you are strong in that. I feel like you are the King of Pentacles energy, and this is Turo. Sorry, he just came and said hi. I don't know if you saw his head pop up there, but you are very solid in that, and you are like taking control. Like you are boss within your own life, whereas the other person had a lot of control. Like you don't give yourself enough credit for how strong you are and how much you have gone through and how much you've taken care of up to this point. So like have that like visibility or like image painted at this point, because I don't think like you kind of like, I don't know if you put yourself down, but again, there's a lot of questioning whether you're doing something right or wrong. And at this point, again with the perfectionism, the burnout, like that aspect doesn't need to be there. There's something exhausting around that, and we don't need that kind of negative thinking. It is a very low vibrational thinking, and we want to raise that and not have doubt and be self secure in our decisions, because everything like did happen for a reason. You already have a victory already came up in the past by walking away, so know that you made the right decision. This is your guides validating that. So if that is what's happening in the present, then let's, try to shift that thinking into the positive. So let's see what's going on to the future, because maybe that's the thing that we need to tweak, change a little bit. So we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Swords, and the King of Wands. So yeah, there is a sense of complete defeat, a cycle that kind of ends in the future. For me, it feels like this situation in the past is it's like almost leaking into the future, probably because of the fact that you haven't kind of let go of your own doubt, but it feels like too many things at once are happening. Too many things at once. I just like it's now like for example, if you do break up with someone and you live together, now you have to find a place to stay, and then that doesn't work out, so you find another place to stay, and it's this like constant like trying to figure out your right footing. And I feel like in the future it like almost takes you down. It's just too much. And so like the cycle is going to end abruptly and leave you completely just done, and I feel like maybe that is like a solid clean break. You finally have all your stuff out. There's something within that. There is a messenger coming in that's going to bring in something stable. So I feel like if you are looking for a house, that there's or like a place to stay, something does pop up that is like literally perfect, and it just brings you into the place where you can become like raised from the ashes, because that's what the King of Wands is somebody that is going to come from like no mud, no lotus. Like you came from the mud and became a lotus. And so there is going to be an opportunity that comes in the future that is almost the thing that you've been searching for that solid ground. And it is something that's going to give you footing, because right now I don't feel like you have that footing. Like it just feels like, okay, like things are okay. But like now it's like, okay, I can pivot to the new thing. So if you are moving out of the place, I don't know why I'm getting that. You are going to have a place to stay that's going to be a longer term thing. I think maybe you might be staying with family, maybe you're staying with friends because you're trying to figure out, because it's very difficult to find something that fits what you need at the moment. So that is beautiful. Maybe you come into like finances, you separate your finances, and you finally get that. So like that's coming in the future. However, I do want to preface that everything is about energy. And I think right now, like you trying to make everything fit perfectly right now, and you having the doubts of whether or not you made the right decision, and that constant looping of that is going to kind of delay it. And that's there with the Ten of Swords. Like the cycle wants to finish. Let it finish. Let it go. Don't think too much about what is happening now, where you are now. You're here. So don't question it, don't doubt it. You're already here. Let it just play out the way it needs to, and don't control that. Don't like push back, don't fight it. Just let your emotions grieve. I feel like there's a sense of like you need to grieve. And I think after that, like things will kind of line up a lot more quicker than whatever is happening now. And I know that's easier said than done, because this is a very, like for me, I feel like this is a very tough situation, and one that you didn't even think was ever going to happen. That's the energy that I'm getting. So I truly, 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 truly believe that things are going to look beautiful, especially walking into the 2026 year, whether you do any of these things or not. There is going to be an opportunity that kind of lifts you up at the end of that. And you are the King of Wands. You're going to bring stability in your life, and you're going to come literally build yourself up from the ashes like a phoenix. So let's go ahead and pull like some advice from your guides. Last takeaway from your guides here. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? And I feel like someone else just got this card, and I don't remember who. I think it might have been Gemini. So if you have a Gemini, maybe you guys are kind of close and going through the same similar thing. Who or what is triggering you? I mean, that makes so much sense with what your situation is going through. What you're going through in this situation, I don't know. Um, I'm like thinking of all the messages that are coming through. I mean, yeah, there's literally a lot. Like, what do you mean? Who's triggering me? Like, I'm getting like everything. It's just there's a lot of compartmentalizing that you need to do for this month. There's a lot of things like letting justice take care of itself. Be the hermit thing I'm in agreement with. I think like let everyone do their thing. Don't let anyone bother you. That's none of their business. I feel like that is absolutely true, and I feel like you need to stick to that. But your guides are asking you to kind of think about that. And are you allowing it to kind of like take over? Are you allowing it to kind of burn you out? Are you are you judging yourself? Are you questioning what you're doing? There's always these things that like kind of start looping, especially when you make tough decisions. And again, the same thing that I told you, like that's something that you need to let go and not like put in the forefront of your brain, of your thinking. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. What is coming in the future is you rising from these ashes, and you're having something come in that kind of helps you out within the situation. So if this message does resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. And thank you guys for coming back, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.